Hello everyone, and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava here, founder of Online Study for You and 12 plus years of IT industry experience. Our today's video is very important because in this video I am going to discuss how TCS calculates marks in interview and select candidates. Know from ex Tata employee. As I mentioned, I have 12 plus years of IT industry experience. I have worked in Tata, Motorola, Nokia, and I have conducted more than 500 interviews in different companies for the freshers, right? Okay. Now, before I discuss with you, right? So, what will be the marking scheme basically? So, how the marks will be calculated and how they will be able to select you, friends? I would like you to please like the video and also subscribe to the channel so that you will be getting all the updates here, right? Okay, I don't want to miss any of the updates, so please do like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please do join the Telegram group so that you will be getting small information, your exam preparation, each and everything. So the link will be in the descriptions of this video. Okay, now so let us go to the actual marking scheme of TCS now. So friends, you know the pattern of TCS. So what happens? You apply for the exam, right? And then written test will be conducted, and after that the interviews will be conducted here. Okay, now so in written test, right? So based on, so suppose if it happens for 100 marks and you need 80 marks to crack. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, right? See, you are very much aware that if you execute one code, right, if you execute two codes, right, then you will be getting here called, you will be called for digital, you will be getting called for prime. Okay, now so this you are aware of it. Now suppose 80 marks is the passing marks. Okay, so based on the coding which you have done, you will be getting Ninja, you will be called for the interview for Ninja, digital and prime, right? So this is very clear to you. So based on the coding questions which you have done, so if you have done 0 coding questions, then you will be called for Ninja. If you have done 1 coding question digital and 2 coding questions, you will be called for prime interview. Now, so what happens when we start taking the interview for the candidate, right? So candidate came for an interview and we started taking the interview, right? For different role. So it doesn't matter Ninja, digital or prime, because what happens, so for Ninja level of the questions will be asked. Like in coding, they will ask you how to swap two variables, write a code for Fibonacci series. Simple questions will be asked. If you go for digital and prime, string questions, arrays questions, searching and sorting, this kind of questions will be asked to you. Now, so I generally take technical round interview in the companies, okay, for the freshers, right? Okay, and then we will be having our team who will be taking TR and HR interviews, right? So HR and MR interview. Now, so what we do is, see, we can't, a HR, a TR, a MR cannot reject you immediately after the interview. So do you okay, so do you get rejected after the interview? So your answer will be no. So after the interview, the HR, TR, MR cannot reject you. So they will just they will just pass the feedback. Now suppose, so in technical round, if your technical, if you have answered all the questions, if your technical skill is good, they will say, okay, 8 out of 10. Okay, now if your communication skill is good, if your presence of mind is good, right, based on that they will give, okay, so communication skill is not good, 6 by 10. Managerial round, so if you're not, if your presence of mind is not good, if you're not able to think instantly, then they will give you 5 by 10 based on that different rating. But suppose if they have a scale of 10, so suppose if they have a scale of 10, right, so 1, 2 and 10, then they will be giving you like 8, 6, 5, and later on based on the requirement, so cutoff has a huge role according to the number of seats. Now suppose if they have a requirement of 25,000 candidate, right? So accordingly, they will be able to select from here. Okay. Now, one by one we will be selecting, understanding, right? Okay. So first thing we will understand is, so Ninja, Digital and Prime. So if you are selected for a prime role, if you are selected for a prime role in TR, in technical round, if you get 4 by 10, so definitely you will not be getting prime. Either they will give you digital or they will give you Ninja, right? So based on how you have overall done. Okay. So this is very, very clear. So even you are called for prime, or if you called for digital, if your technical interview is not good, then you will be getting different roles, Ninja. Or if your technical round is very, very bad, 2 out of 10, they might also reject you completely from the interview, right? So this should be very, very clear to all of you. Now I will just clean this and then I will write it again. Okay. So TR round, so technical round. Now suppose you are getting, suppose 7 by 10. Okay. HR round, now you are getting 6 by 10. Okay. And MR round, now you are getting, suppose 7 by 10. And suppose based on the number of seats, based on the number of seats, right? Okay. If they want in technical round 8 by 10. Okay. If they want HR round 7 by 10. And if they want 8 by 10, then you are rejected. Okay. You are rejected. Okay. But HR and MR round, generally everyone will be getting, everyone will be getting similar kind of marks. Till then their communication skill is not very, very bad. So if your communication skill is very, very bad, then only you will be getting less marks here. So your deciding factor will be only technical round in most of the cases. You can say in 80% of the cases, this will be nothing but your deciding factor, because the company wants a technical person who has technical knowledge, project related knowledge, and definitely he should also behave properly. His communication skills should be good, right? Okay. So based on the number of seats, you will be selected or rejected, because most of the students will ask, sir, I have answered only 2 questions. Sir, I have answered only 3 questions. Okay. See, if the number of seats are more, if the number of seats are more, then technical round, even if you get 5 by 10, you will be selected, right? If the number of seats are less, if suppose 10,000, then this will definitely matter. So the marking, right? So for the interview, this is how the marking happens, right? So they will mark everything and then they will be sending it to the hiring manager, right? So we do the same thing. So this is the feedback which we will be giving it to our manager, hiring manager. We will tell the candidate has 7 by 10 in technical round, the candidate has 6 by 10 in HR round, and the candidate is having 7 by 10 in the MR round. This data will be available with the hiring manager, right? Hiring manager. And as you know, right, so all TR, HR and MR data will be there with the hiring manager for different locations. Okay. Then out of this total hiring, okay, so out of this total hiring, they will tell, okay, so from Andhra Pradesh, we need this many students. Okay. From this particular state, suppose MP, we need this many students. From Bangalore, we need this many students, right? And there is a lot of process goes in, right? So based on the number of seats, okay, they see the cutoff and based on that, they filter and then they hire the candidate. So everything goes according to the number of seats, but this is how the rating goes. This is how the rating will be given by the interviewer to your hiring manager, one level above. See, please understand the TR, MR and HR, they cannot reject any candidates after the interview. That will be decided later. Your hiring manager, right? So once this goes to the campus hiring manager, they will see the number of seats, right? From at every offices, every state, and then they will be able to select or reject the candidate based on the score which you have got in your TR, HR and MR round. Because written test is already done, that okay, so you are selected for Ninja, you are selected for Digital, you are selected for Prime. And friends, many of the students were asking for the results. So your results, right? So generally the results comes within a month, right? But this time it is very, very difficult to say. Friends, see, many of the students will ask, sir, why don't you reply to the questions, right? See, now, you know, the interviews are still pending, right? The interviews are still pending. And we had called a TCS HR and he had said that June and July, right? So June and July, the interview will be happening. So it is very difficult to say when exactly your interview results will be announced, but on an average it takes around 30 days. So within 30 days you should be able to receive your result, right? So keeping in mind that, you have to have patience and also prepare for the other examination. If I get any information, or if I think this information can give you some idea, that I will definitely do. At the end of the video, friends, I wanted to tell you, so please, right, so please join this Telegram group, so that even if I get a small information, I will share with you. And don't forget to join our YouTube channel. I mean, don't forget to like and subscribe, so that we keep putting a lot of effort for all of you. We are already doing a lot of videos, right? So you can just have a look at it, and that will give you definitely a lot of idea that yes, we are really putting a lot of effort. Thank you, take care, and all the very, very best.